Alright guys, we are back on the mod video number 2 on a Jackson js32T King V. So I've shielded underneath the pickups, and my choice of pickups on this one is going to be a Carvin M22 SD, and this one's a new one. I've never had this one. This is a Carvin C22J, which is supposed to be their interpretation of like a really good PAF pickup. So we'll go off on a little bit of a tangent. I've played these Carvin pickups on and off since the 90s, and I always keep going back to them because I like the sound of them. They respond well to my playing. And now the issue is now that they're not produced anymore, the price is going through the roof on these things. So originally you would buy these pickups $45 a piece, and now they're upwards of $150 to $250 a set. So there's a kind of a way to tell how old these pickups are is your last production pickups had like a nickel base plate. And then I've got an older version here of an M22 SD. So the older version's going to have the brass base plate. And when you look at the top, the older version has the 2 screws on both sides of your pickup. And your newer version had 2 and a single on this side. So your wiring was actually different too. So this is the old style wiring. So you'll actually tape this one back unless you want to do a cool tap. On the newer ones, this white wire had a green wire with it, and you would just tape those back unless you was going to do a cool tap. Just a little bit of info in case you guys like these Carvin pickups too, how to identify those. And the next thing I done after I changed the pickups out and shielded is I actually done the fret level and just done your oil on the fretboard. This has the Amaranth or Purple Heart fretboard, and I actually like these. I've got, I think, 6 of these guitars now that have these Purple Heart fretboards, and I don't mind them at all. I actually kind of like the look of them. So any of these, any production guitar, you're going to have to do a fret level. And that's across the board. It doesn't, no matter what manufacturer it is, you're going to have to do a fret level and polish, which is what I do on all these Jacksons. The only way to avoid that is if you spend big bucks and get a hand-built custom guitar. Then those things are done, because these type of guitars, they're spit off an assembly line pretty quickly, and they're actually very accurate. They will have a couple tooling marks on the frets, but you know, when you got probably 10-20,000 guitars coming off the assembly line in an hour, you're not going to get perfection like a hand-built instrument. And I'll put this thing back together and I'll do a playthrough video. And thank you all for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.